got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. Coverage team flying down there. Good job. They limit the return. Not much there. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. There's the handoff. He's in the clear. Now here he goes. What a stiff arm at the 20. Touchdown, Texas. He would not be denied. They couldn't get him to the ground.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
Return starts from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. The shotgun handoff here. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
The Buckeyes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Good job of reading the blitz here by the quarterback. It doesn't matter where it's coming from. The tight end knows that they've become a big part of the passing game because they should be an outlet. Anytime you see that kind of pressure, those extra bodies are starting to come after the quarterback. The quarterback's going to turn and get the ball out of his hands quickly, this time to the tight end for the first down.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. To throw, it's Sayin. He dumps it off to the tight end. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
You know, they're completing passes, but they're not getting the ball downfield. It puts a lot of pressure on your receivers to make plays after the catch. Now you're 3rd down and long. You're going to have to get the ball thrown downfield if you want to be able to put drives together.
But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up 4th down. The Buckeyes will look to convert here on 4th down. Trying for a 4th down completion. Lets it fly to the wideout. It's complete. That's enough for a 1st down. They make the tackle, but he easily gets 1st down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a 4th down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that 1st down.
This will be the 9th play on the drive. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Short pass finds the tight end. They bring it down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around.
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
This big guy's up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Moves out of the pocket. On the run here. Lets it go. Complete to the running back, but can he get there? He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. So you're on 4th down. Out comes the field goal team. it. It's no good. After the miss, still losing by that single point.
Man, I thought he hit that pretty clean. Good hold by the holder. Everything looked to be the way you'd like as a kicker. He just misses it, and the ball trailed on him and ends up hitting the upright.
Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. They bring him down. The sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Looking for a gap. It's Baxter. Defense will make the stop. It will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. So Texas has the lead, Kirk, as we break here for the quarter. We've reached the end of one in this battle for the national championship. Before moving on, let's check out the stats so far. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Scanning the field. It's Manning. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
So it's third and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. A deep shot right down the middle. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. Longhorns will line up to punt it away. We're going to kick it away for the second time. Coverage team brings down the returner. We begin the drive here, set up at the 30. We'll hand it off. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Heads out of that game.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Play action here on first down. That's caught. It's Smith.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Buckeyes pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Second down play coming up for this offense. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense hungry to convert here in third down. They don't want to send out the field goal team after what happened in the last attempt. To throw, it's Sayan. Grab the receiver. They make the tackle, but the offense set up with a first down in the red zone.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. From the shotgun, handoff inside. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down marker. So here we go, third down. Defense needs to stop here, try to force a field goal attempt. On 3rd and short to hand the ball off. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal. The Buckeyes line up with a first and goal. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Launching one to the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. Second down coming up now. Now they come up second and goal from the 3. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, you get a stop here and maybe hold them to 3 points.
Pass is incomplete, but there's a flag. This is a big call coming up.
Offside defense.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. We know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
Third and goal. Looking to throw the ball. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Oh, the defense completely blows it here. They lose the tight end. He's a real option for this quarterback, especially on third and goal. I'm surprised they wouldn't put a big safety or a linebacker right on top of him. He's open. Quarterback made the throw, and they got a touchdown.
Finds an open target on the left side. And the defense brings him down. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard. Loses the football. The scramble is on. Good scramble, the kicking team.
Give that defender a lot of credit. He just made a touchdown-saving tackle. But already this close to the end zone, I think it's just going to prolong the inevitable.
Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. All right, second down and goal now for this offense. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
Good job dealing with the footing. PAT is good. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. It's a heavy blitz look here. Let's see if they bring the house. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on play. Okay, we reached the 2-minute timeout. The offense some work to do here, trying to cut into this lead before halftime. They got some ground to make up. Second and long for the 15. It's a shotgun run call. He shreds the tackle. And they've got him back there for a loss of 8.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. And that's going to be a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play by this defense, and the only way they can score points without getting a turnover. That should give this team a spark.
He finds some space. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. First play of the drive now coming up from the 29. And somebody up there got a little too antsy at the line of scrimmage.
False start offense.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. That wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards.
Delay game. Offense.
Quarterback lost track of the play clock, and that'll cost the offense 5. Looking to pass. It's Ncaa26. Throws to the tight end. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, you can see what happens when you try to squeeze it into a tight window. An incompletion is probably the best result he could have hoped for, because an interception is the most likely outcome.
Breaks into the clear.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Crucial third down play right here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Looking deep downfield to the left. Oh, that one's picked off. Could take it all the way. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting.
Look out, he's in the clear. Now here he goes. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a real nice gain there.
What a huge play for this offense as this half is coming to a close. Here's where you've got to get a little greedy, because what seemed like a drive where you're happy to maybe come up with 3 points, now you've got a real shot to maybe put the ball in the end zone.
Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Chris, it's pretty surreal to get to the national championship in this day and age of college football. Everybody wants to spread you out and throw the football. This offense has been pounding the rock all year long. And here, how about the first half? This back is having a big day.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Tight end makes the grab. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Chris, it just feels like the offense is almost teasing the defense with this play. As an offensive coordinator quarterback, you're often looking for that soft spot in the zone. And here, they do a nice job of finding that hole for a nice gain.
Scanning the field, it's Manning. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Longhorns! Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, it makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. The extra point is good. They're down by a touchdown, 21-14. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. Off the play fake on first down. Looking for the wideout. He makes the grab. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. The pocket breaking down. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Pass pass rush closing in. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. It's another deep shot. And it falls incomplete. They tried for a big chunk play on the final play of the period. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Longhorns will kick it deep to begin the second half. Fields it just outside the goal line. He stopped at the end. That's good coverage there. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Trying to build the lead as we begin the 3rd quarter and trying to clean up those pass protection issues. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. And they'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. He moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Grab behind the line. It's Tate. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Looking to throw. It's Sayin. Short throw complete to the tight end. Enough to move the sticks. Buckeyes with 1st and 10 here. And here's the handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He cannot escape. It's a sack. The Buckeyes looking to run some tempo here. Off. He's in the clear. They keep the drive going. It's a 1st out of the 46.
Boy, just a blown opportunity here by this defense. They got him to 3rd down, a chance to potentially get them off the field. And the fact that they're trailing, they needed to make a play. But you got to give credit to this offense. In the national championship, that big offensive line opened up a hole, and they pick up the 1st down and keep working clock.
That's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Looking for a man deep down the left side. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
Well, close to coming up with a big play. I love this call here to start this 2nd half because I think it not only did you come close to hitting a big play, but I think it also pushes those safeties back. It can open up the running game.
He's hit just before the throw. The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down. The Buckeyes will come to the line looking to convert on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. And now the handoff. They finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And there's the handoff. He shreds, breaks into the clear. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays, and this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and a first down.
Getting set. Here's second down. Defensive coordinator looking to bring some pressure. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Oh, they trap him for a sack. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The Longhorns will have to kick this away. Son to kick it away, helping his team with field position. The punt will bounce and go out of bounds. They'll spot it near the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Takes the handoff.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Here's a good throw off the play fake. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. An important third down attempt for this offense. Back to pass. It's Ncaa. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Fourth down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Tackle, but first down.
And that is a gutsy call to go for it on fourth down in your own territory. But you can see that this coach is confident in his offense and going to the go-to plays that they call up specifically for these situations.
Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
I think we all kind of get caught up in the third down. What is that offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Third and short to try to pick it up on the ground. The defense all over it. They stop it right at the line. Here we go. They're going to go for it on 4th and inches in their own territory. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field.
That's how you know an offensive coordinator really believes in the offensive line. You get to fourth down, you don't spread out a defense and try to create a one-on-one matchup and throw the ball. You go the old-fashioned way. You get behind that offensive line, get the yards you need, and you extend this drive with that first down.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Important second down play coming up. Wants to throw it. Running out of time in the pocket. What a catch! They make the tackle, but this offense now in scoring position. First down to the 32.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
Well, Kirk, Ohio State has the lead here after one. We've reached the end of the third quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. For the final period, let's check out the game stats. As we head to the final quarter of this showdown, we're going to find out who can really make the plays when it counts the most. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Back to throw. It's Ncaa26. Makes a quick grab. Heading for the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. This offense really clicking. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field for a very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
You know, when we were out of practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You can see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. He hands it off from the gun. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Bootleg looking to throw. Taking a shot deep down the right side. Caught at the 30. Still running. Touchdown, Texas. This quarterback on fire today. That's a huge touchdown. Still trailing for a one-possession game with that trophy on the line right now.
Well, the national championship's on the line. The offense has done their job, and now it's up to their own defense. Can they get a stop and get the ball back to their offense with a chance to make this thing get really interesting?
And here's the return from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. To the air. It's Ncaa26. It's the running back in the flat. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. They look to throw it here on second down. Oh, the pass rush gets home. The Buckeyes hustle to the line to run that hurry up. On third down, he drops to throw. Bringing pressure. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down. The Buckeyes will bring their punt team onto the field. This will be the first punt for this offense tonight. This is a low liner. This won't go a long way. Okay, Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Movement here from the tight end. Quick throw caught on the left side. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Dropping back. It's Manning. Short connection to the tight end here. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down. Longhorns will line up to kick it away. About to punt for the 4th time tonight. And that's a great punt. Goes out of bounds down near the goal line. They'll spot it there. The offense begins this drive, backs to their own goal line, set up at the 3. Grinding away on the ground. Trying to gain some breathing room, but he's stopped right in his tracks at the 3.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Here's the 2nd down play. Looks right for a quick completion. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Chris, it's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Can he get there on the ground? And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the 1st. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock